So we did oscillations earlier. Now we'll be doing
Yes, sir.
waves topic.
Okay, sir.
In oscillations, we have seen a particle will be executing simple harmonic motion. Periodic motion along straight line, we called it as a simple harmonic motion. We quoted many examples. We wrote the equation of simple harmonic motion also there as y is equal to r sine theta. Theta can be a omega t if it is starting from the equilibrium position. If otherwise, it will be omega t minus phi. Phi we call it as epoch. And we even wrote other equations for speed, acceleration. We wrote the formula for time period, graphical representation, and simple harmonic oscillators like simple pendulum, loaded spring oscillations also we did, along with the energy of simple harmonic oscillator. So in waves, we will be using those concepts, same concepts we'll be using in waves topic. So wave means it is a disturbance. You can see the waves on water on the screen. Behind me, you can see the ocean waves approaching the Earth's surface, the shore. So that is a disturbance. And when I'm speaking, similar type of disturbance is created in air. Rhythmically, the microphone present in the system will catch them. They'll be converted into electromagnetic waves, and through the ACT fiber network, it will be sent into the satellite space through the satellite, and then satellite transmits them. So they will be received by your receiver, which again separates both the audio and video signals, using which you are able to hear my lecture or view me. So it's all it's a disturbance. So the disturbance created in a medium is basically called a wave. So wave is a disturbance created in a medium. Of course, electromagnetic waves do not require any material medium, while mechanical waves like sound essentially need medium. In lower classes, you might have studied the bell jar experiment. An electric bell will be kept inside the jar, fitted to a vacuum pump, connected to a vacuum pump. So the electric bell will be ringing. When the jar is completely filled with air, we'll be able to hear the complete intensity of sound. When you keep on evacuating, when you keep on reducing the air that is present inside the jar, the intensity of the sound gradually diminishes. And once the jar is completely emptied, then you no longer hear the sound waves in spite of viewing the ringing bell inside the jar. So from this, you can confirm that sound waves need essentially a medium. So sound waves are mechanical waves. So wave basically it's a disturbance. And from this introduction, you understand that waves are of two types. One is mechanical waves. They essentially need a material medium for the propagation. Waves on strings, waves on water, sound waves, they're all the disturbances created in the medium. So they need a air to propagate, transmit from one place to another place. And other waves like light, X-rays, gamma rays, etc., they don't need any material medium for the transmission or propagation. So they are called as electromagnetic waves. Once again, I repeat, wave is a disturbance caused in the medium. Wave motion is the advancement of this disturbance in the space, either through medium or without medium. Please write the definitions.
Sir, good evening, sir.
How can you come, Vamsi? Same password, na?
Sir, I joined through phone, sir. In laptop, it is showing wrong password, sir.
Okay. So first introduction, first point, wave. So this is waves. So first introduction. First point is wave. A wave is a disturbance. A wave is a disturbance that propagates in the space. That propagates in the space. Transmits energy and momentum. Transmits energy and momentum from one point to another point. From one point to another point without the actual movement of without the actual movement of the particles of the medium. Without the actual movement of the particles of the medium, comma, if present. If present. Next. Second point. Wave motion. The advancement of the wave through the space, the advancement of the wave through the space, comma, with or without medium, with or without medium, is called the wave motion. Is called the wave motion. Example. The waves on the strings waves on the water light waves sound waves seismic waves. This I think SCI, yes. These waves are produced during earthquakes. And all communication signals. Etc. See, waves on strings can be example of one-dimensional motion. Waves on water can be the example of two-dimensional motion. Spreading of light waves and sound waves in space, they are the examples of three-dimensional wave motion. So like this, even when you talk about waves, you now can have 1D, 2D and 3D waves also. One-dimensional waves, two-dimensional waves, three-dimensional waves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next. Whenever you talk about wave, there are three important things for the waves. Any wave, whatever wave you take, whether it is mechanical or electromagnetic. So the waves are the primary classification, mechanical waves. And the second one is electromagnetic waves. Mechanical waves, medium is essential, whereas electromagnetic waves, no medium is required. So they propagate even through the vacuum. Then the three important steps in the propagate the waves, when you study about the waves, are: first one is the production or generation. How a wave is produced, that is the first one. So second one is transmission. Or propagation. Third one is reception. So here we have a source which produces. Here we have the medium or space through which the wave effect will be spreading. And here the waves are received and are analyzed. So source, medium, receiver. Especially as far as the sound is concerned, sound is mechanical. The source should be elastic. The medium propagating the wave should be elastic. And the receiver should be elastic. Some people will have deafness. The deafness is caused because the eardrum that is present in the ear will be losing its elastic properties. So whenever the tongue dances between the two jaws, so it's elastic vibration or oscillation, so it is producing the sound. These vibrations are passed over to the neighboring air around my mouth, and this energy is transmitted. The air around me is the carrier to take this disturbance from me, and your ears are the receivers. So the eardrum inside the receiver will be stimulated, and the eardrum will be oscillating in accordance with the incoming sound waves from your device. So this is a methodology involved in production, propagation, and reception. So in every stage, the body which is vibrating and producing sound should be perfectly elastic. The medium which takes all these oscillations or vibrations through it must be elastic, and the receiver which is vibrating or oscillating in accordance with the incoming waves must also be elastic. So the elasticity is the essential characteristic of the sound propagation. Of course, the electromagnetic waves do not require any medium at all. So this question of elasticity of the medium will not arise. And the vibrations are caused because of the oscillating charges. So mechanical properties cannot be attributed to the electromagnetic waves. That point you must be very clear. So medium essentiality is there for the mechanical waves. And the next one is second one. We are going to talk about now different types of waves. So first and foremost one in this is the progressive wave. The name itself gives you the meaning. Progressive means which progresses, means which advances. So the progressive wave means the wave which advances in the medium or space uninterruptedly with constant amplitude, that is called as the progressive wave. So I repeat once again, the wave which advances through the medium or space uninterruptedly, that is called as progressive wave. Please, you can write the definition. Definition of progressive wave. The wave which advances, the wave which advances with the constant amplitude, the wave which advances with the constant amplitude, the wave which advances with constant amplitude is called the progressive wave. Now the electromagnetic waves carrying my audio and video signals reaching you in Rajahmundry at a distance of around 500 kilometers, they are the progressive waves. So they will be advancing and there will not be any change in the amplitude. I mean the displacement of the particles. So there are some characteristics whenever the wave is advancing like this. For example, let us assume that this is how you are plotting the graph of displacement of the particles with respect to time. So the wave is, this is how a wave is advancing from the source, and this is the region where particles have got maximum displacement towards positive y-axis. So the displacement of the particle will be going on varying with respect to time. At some regions, the particles will have maximum displacement towards positive y-axis. At some regions, the particles of the medium will not have any displacement. In some other regions, particles will have displacement towards negative y-axis. Like this, you'll have the particles of the medium at various regions of the medium will be in different phases of vibration or oscillation, plus each and every particle of the medium will be vibrating or oscillating. This is called vibration. Here is the mean or equilibrium position, and this is called oscillation. So These two are called extreme positions. Already in oscillations, I told you. These two are extreme positions and O
Yes.
is the mean position. So the particle will be executing simple harmonic motion about the mean or equilibrium position. And another thing is particle at A cannot be displaced to particle at B. When I am talking to you, the particles around me will remain here only. They don't come to you. They don't come in front of you. They don't come near to your ear. The particles there will be remaining there. The particles around me, the particles of the medium around me will remain around me only. The particles around you will remain around you only. Only thing is, in accordance with the sound waves with which my tongue is dancing, my tongue is producing, the air particles around me are either moving to and fro or also are vibrating up and down, and the same disturbance is passed over to the neighboring layers. So from one layer to another layer, without actual movement of the particles of the medium, the disturbance is carried out. So the particles of the medium will be executing simple harmonic motion, but of course, they'll be in different states of vibrations, some with zero displacement, some with intermediate displacement, some with maximum displacement. Like this, the particles of the medium will be having different displacements about their mean or equilibrium positions, but they are not actually displaced. They'll be executing simple harmonic motion about their mean or equilibrium positions. Next, the time taken by the particle, say for example, particle is at A. First, it starts moving up to P. Then from P, it goes to O, mean position. Again, from O, it goes up to Q. Again, from Q, it comes back to O. So about this mean or equilibrium position, it will be going on vibrating or oscillating. Therefore, the particles will be taking same time to complete one full vibration or oscillation. Means we can say the time taken to complete one full vibration or oscillation, or the time period for all the particles, will remain same. Then velocity of every particle in the medium, already in simple harmonic motion chapter we have said, this is how we wrote at the mean. This is called mean position. Velocity of the particle, I said maximum, and at the extreme position, the velocity of the particle is 0. In between, the velocity keeps on increasing. Therefore, velocity of the particle is maximum at the mean position, and it will be 0 at the extreme position. Similarly, up and down also. At O, velocity of the particle is maximum. At P and Q, velocities will be 0. And here, the progressive wave will be advancing through the medium, either in the form of compressions or rarefactions, or crusts and troughs. So this is called crust, the region where a particle has maximum displacement towards positive y-axis. That is called crust. Whereas this is the region where the particle has got maximum displacement towards negative y-axis, trough. Similarly, the propagation of sound through air, it will be in the form of compressions and rarefactions. So this is the region with maximum particle density. This is the region with least particle density. This is again the region with maximum particle density. This is the region with minimum particle density. This is the region with maximum particle density, and so on. Whenever the source here, say for example, the diaphragm in the loudspeaker in your device is this. For example, this is the object. So it will be oscillating like this. O is the equilibrium position. It comes towards A first. Compression is produced. Then through O, it goes up to B. Here only a rarefaction is produced, pushing the compression outwards. Like this, when I am speaking, in accordance with my signal frequency, the diaphragm of your loudspeaker in the device will be oscillating, and it produces compressions and rarefactions. They'll be reaching your ear and make your eardrum to oscillate. Thus, you are able to hear me. So the progressive wave can be either in the form of crusts and troughs, or it can be in the form of compressions or rarefactions. Compression is the region where the particle density is maximum. Rarefaction is the region where the particle density is minimum. 1 minute. Huh? Hello? Baba. అదే వేరే 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 తీసుకుంటున్నావు కదా. ఉంది 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 వస్తున్నారు 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 వస్తున్నారు. ఎగ్జామ్స్ అయిపోయాట. దే ఆర్ కమింగ్. అవుతారు అవుతారు. అదే వాళ్ళ క్లాస్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు. నాది ఫిజిక్స్ క్లాస్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు. అది అవగానే జాయిన్ అవుతాను. నాది కంబైన్డ్ కొంచెం కామన్ టాపిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, కొన్ని ఇండివిజువల్ టాపిక్స్ వేరే తీసుకోవాలి. వాళ్ళని కలిసి జాయిన్ అవ్వమంటావా నీ క్లాస్కి? వేరు వేరేనా? ఓకే. సరే సరే సరే. కానీ జామెట్రీ వింటే మంచిదేమో కదా వీళ్ళకి. ఓకే ఓకే. సరే. అదే అదే అదే. అవునవును అవును అవునవును. యా, అదే అవగొట్టేస్తే తర్వాత ఏదో వీక్లీ 2 days ప్లాన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. నువ్వు అయిపోయిందంటే నేను వీల్ ప్లాన్ ఇట్. యా, దెన్ అవునవును. అదే అదే వస్తారు వచ్చి మాట్లాడు. నువ్వు అవగొట్టే అయిపోయిందని చెప్తే దాని ప్రకారం ప్లాన్ చేయాలి. సరే 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 ఓకే. సరే బా, బై బై. Okay. So thus the compressions and the rarefactions are produced. Same graph can be applied even to the compression and rarefaction. This is the region where the particle density is maximum, and this is the region where particle density is minimum. Like this also you can have a graph, but of course negative side graph will not come. So thus in case of waves in air, the compressions and the rarefactions are produced. Compression is the region with maximum particle density, means particle separation will be least in compressions, whereas the particles will be moving apart in rarefaction. So the compressions and rarefactions will be produced, and the longitudinal waves will propagate in the form of compressions and rarefactions, whereas the transverse waves will be propagating in the form of crusts and troughs. So in either case, velocity is maximum at the mean position and 0 at the extreme positions. So one more thing is, this is the first crust, this is the second crust. This is the compression, this is the next compression. So particles at 2 consecutive crusts, particles at the crust are in the identical states of vibration. You can say they are in phase, and the distance between any 2 adjacent crusts or troughs will be equal to the wavelength lambda. They're all elementary definitions. I repeat once again, the distance between any 2 crusts or troughs in the medium is the wavelength lambda. This is also the wavelength lambda. And another thing is, even though the particles are not exactly displaced, even though they are moving to and fro, they transport energy from source to the receiver. As I said, So whatever energy, whether it is mechanical or electromagnetic energy produced near the source, will be through the medium, will be coming to the receiver. So they transport, these waves will be transporting energy through the medium or vacuum. So the examples are, yeah, among them these transverse mechanical waves, they're called, I said, so progressive waves. Now I am telling the properties of progressive waves. Commonly for the two kinds of progressive waves I referred. So they are longitudinal progressive waves and transverse progressive waves. I'll try to send you these properties, so you must read them. So transverse progressive waves are produced only in solids. Of course, electromagnetic waves are transverse in nature, but as far as mechanical waves are concerned, they are produced only in solids, whereas the longitudinal waves are produced in solids, liquids, and gases in all the three media, all the three states. So longitudinal waves are produced in solids, liquids, and gases, whereas transverse waves are produced only in solids. So this is about the progressive waves. The properties I'll be putting you in the WhatsApp. You can have a note of them, or you can have a printout and keep it with you. Okay, important, very important. Conceptual questions may come based on these mechanical waves properties as well as electromagnetic waves, whatever I referred till now. Yes, they are very, very important. Now, next one is equation of the progressive wave. So I said, this is how the progressive wave is advancing through the medium. And here is the particle. The particle here will be going up to the extreme position with maximum displacement called amplitude. And the displacement of the particle is given by the equation y is equal to r sine theta is equal to r sine omega t. This is the equation what we got in oscillations lesson. I don't know whether you remembered it or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So same equation will come here. Next, let us say here this is x-axis and here is the y-axis. So wave is advancing along x-axis, let us suppose. This is how the produced wave is advancing, like this. So this is O. You consider any point, say P. The point P is at a distance x from the origin. And of course, this is the wavelength lambda. So, any particles starting from measuring from x is equal to 0 to the point x, the time lapse. So, time taken for the particle to advance from O to P is distance covered by the speed. Ante kada? Speed is equal to distance by time. So, time is equal to distance by speed. Means this is for the particle at P. Suppose if you consider the particle at O, so what will be the time? Time lag, time difference you can say. So the difference of times between the particle at O to the particle at P is T minus X by V. Correct? Huh? Total time lapse, for example, T seconds. Then in that, this particle at P, the wave for the mechanical wave or any other wave which is produced at O to reach the point P, the time taken is the distance covered by speed. So T time taken to cover this distance OP is X by V. Means the difference of time intervals between the particle at O and particle at P, which are in the state of vibrations due to the advancement of the wave through the medium, can be taken as T minus X by V. Therefore, here T can be replaced with T minus X by V. Hence, I get Y is equal to R sine omega into T minus X by V. So I can take them into the brackets. This is also one of the equations of progressive waves. So now you take the omega into the brackets because that's the standard wave format we know. So R sine omega T minus omega by V into X. This omega by V is called as the propagation constant. Therefore, we can write this equation as Y is equal to R sine omega T minus Kx. So where K is equal to omega by V is called the propagation constant. Or the angular wave number. Or it's also called as wave vector. Okay. And you know very well, already we have mentioned about it. Omega is of course 2 pi nu. Nu is the frequency. So substituting in that, K is equal to 2 pi into nu by V. But we also know V is equal to nu lambda. Speed is equal to frequency multiplied by wavelength. Therefore, nu by V is equal to 1 by lambda. Hence, the propagation constant will now become 2 pi by lambda. Therefore, you can write another format of the equation of the progressive wave as R sine omega T minus 2 pi by lambda into X. This is another format. And in place of omega, if you substitute 2 pi nu and take 2 pi common, so R sine 2 pi into nu T minus X by lambda. This is the equation. Progressive wave formats can be in different ways. And already we wrote one more of one format. So Y is equal to R sine omega into t minus x by v. So 2 pi by lambda, if you put, y can be also written as r sine k into vt minus x. This is another format. So like this, you have similarly a sine omega into t minus x by v. See how many equations you got. This is one, second format, third format, fourth format. So you can have one more format also you can write. In place of omega, 2 pi by capital T. In place of k, 2 pi by lambda. So if you write that, then the equation of progressive wave can also be written as r sine 2 pi multiplied by t by capital T minus x by lambda. This is a format.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So totally you have 5 equations. Allowed then if you will be given a problem, you have to identify how to compare the given equation with any of these formats and solve the problems. So here, this is for the, these are all the progressive wave equations. Advancing along positive x-axis. Suppose if any wave is moving towards negative x-axis like this, progressive wave advancing along negative x-axis, then the equation becomes r sine omega t plus phi. ఇక్కడ అన్ని ఇంకా మిగతా వాటి అన్నిటికీ ప్లస్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. r sine omega into t plus x by v, r sine omega t plus kx, r sine 2 pi into nu t plus x by lambda, r sine 2 pi t by capital T plus x by lambda, r sine k into vt minus vt plus x. Like this, you'll be getting plus for all those equations. And in either case, you're getting a term omega t minus r plus kx. This is called as the phase. Even we referred about the phase in oscillations. Phase represents the state of oscillation or vibration of a particle in periodic motion. I repeat, phase represents the state of oscillation or vibration of a particle in periodic motion. So remember that. And amplitude displays maximum displacement of the particle in periodic motion. So we have learned few definitions. Plus frequency is the number of oscillations or vibrations made by a particle in periodic motion in unit time, or number of waves contained in unit time. And then time period, time taken by the particle to complete one full vibration or oscillation. Wavelength, distance between the two regions of the medium where the particles are in identical states of vibration or oscillation. That is called wavelength. I have shown them here. So between two crusts, distance between any two regions of the medium where the particles are in identical states of vibration, crust to crust, trough to trough, compression to compression, rarefaction to rarefaction. So in general, I said the distance between any two regions of the medium where the particles are in identical states of vibration, that is called as wavelength. So in case of transverse progressive waves, it is from crust to crust or trough to trough. In case of longitudinal progressive waves, it is from compression to compression or rarefaction to rarefaction. Amplitude I defined. So all these definitions also must be thorough. Tomorrow we'll see some important mathematical relations using these concepts. derivation of those relations, then we will go for the stationary waves after that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Be in time. Today almost we lost 15 minutes. So you should
Yes,
take
sir.
care.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You should be in time. Anaga, when are you returning
Yes,
back to Hyderabad?
Sir, 29th, sir. I'll return on 29th.
Oh, long gap.
Yes, sir.
What about Vamdev? Vamdev also is there?
Yes, sir. I'll be returning to Mumbai on 26th, sir. 26th or 27th.
Okay. Come to Hyderabad, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Bye.
Yes.
Have a
Bye.
great day.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, maths, sir. Hi, Bangaru.
Video
Video లేదా?
check పెట్టాం.
Hi.
Hey, hi, Jimbo.
Hi, Jay.
ఈసారి రివర్స్ డైరెక్షన్
అది lateral inversion, sir. అది
హలో
కెమెరా వైపు చూపిస్తారు, sir.
వాళ్ళు డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నావా చదువుకుంటున్న వాళ్ళని?
లేదు లేదు.
ఓకే. ఏంటి తమ్ముడేడి?
తమ్ముడు
తమ్ముడే.
అది చదవండి.
వచ్చినాడా? బాయ్. హాయ్. Good, good, good. All of you are having great time. Enjoy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Vamsi, bye.
Sir, thank you, sir.
అరే నువ్వు ఆసలేషన్స్ వినాలిరా నువ్వు.
సార్ నేను విన్నా సార్ ఇవాళ.
ఏది ఒక్కసారి వినేసావా అన్ని?
సార్ అంటే 3 వీడియోస్ అయ్యాయి సార్.
ఇది చూడు, ఈ y = ఈక్వేషన్ అందులోనే ఉంది, ఫస్ట్ వీడియోలోనే ఉంది.
ఎస్ సార్, ఆ వీడియో చూసాను సార్.
డెరివేషన్ ఉంది, ఎందుకంటే అవి ఉంటే కానీ నీకు ఇది అర్థం కాదు.
అవును సార్. ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకేనా?
ఎస్ సార్.
అదే మ్యాథ్స్ సార్ అదే చెప్తున్నారు, వాళ్ళకి ఒక 2 weeks లో అయిపోతుంది.
ఎస్ సార్.
తర్వాత ఏం చేద్దాం అంటే నేను చెప్తానులే, వీక్లీ 2 days రివిజన్ టైప్ లో ప్లాన్ చేద్దాం అని చెప్పాను.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే, సో ఐ థింక్ లింక్ ఏదో పెట్టినట్టున్నాడు సార్, ఫాలో హిమ్.
ఎస్ సార్. ఎస్ సార్.
ఒకసారి విను, మొత్తం వింటే నీకు ఐడియా వస్తుంది.
ఎస్ సార్. ఓకే సార్.
ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అవి కూడా చెయ్యి.
సరే సార్. సరే సార్.
బికాజ్ యూ మిస్డ్ దట్ క్లాస్.
ఎస్ సార్.
అది వస్తే వేవ్స్ ఈజీగా అర్థం అవుతుంది.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఇవాళ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ కాన్సెప్చువల్ అనుకో, టుమారో విల్ బి గెటింగ్ ఈక్వేషన్స్.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Sir, like, what is the college name, sir? Which are working?
Shivanuja Junior College.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Shivanuja Junior College.
Yes, sir.
Masters Academy.
Yes, sir.
So Masters Academy is the mother institute. Dani child anamata.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Sir.